morning and welcome to the 2020-2021 Roma Independent School District academic year and first and hopefully last virtual back-to-school convocation. Roma Isd is where we are rounding up success. Today's convocation featuring the gladiators from Roma High School, the Instructional and Guidance Center, the Titans from Ramiro Barrera Middle School, the Gladiators from Roma Middle School, the Cubs from Emma Vera Elementary, the Knights from F.J. Scott Elementary, the Spartans from RNC Science Elementary, the Patriots from Veterans Memorial Elementary, the Eagles from R.T. Barrera Elementary, and the Warriors from Delia Gonzalez Garcia Elementary. I am Joe R. Martinez, CT Director, and I'll be your host.
Right now there is a kindergarten teacher perusing the aisles of Target. Even though he still has 2 more weeks of summer break, he is already dreaming up ways to make his students feel welcome. His classroom will be a refuge. For a few kids, it may be the only place where they feel truly safe because of a teacher. There's a language arts teacher who will take a week and give up her lunch period, those blessed 26 minutes to scarf down a meal, in order to help a student learn how to read. And although the progress is slow, this boy will become a reader because of a teacher. There's a math teacher who will have a room full of kids who claim that they're just not good at math. By the end of the year, his kids will be geeking out over ways to solve complex problems. They'll see that math can be creative and even fun, and they will become problem solvers because of a teacher. There's a science teacher who will inspire her students to chase after questions, and one afternoon they'll be so excited about their experiments that they won't even notice the bell ring. And they will become scientists because of a teacher. There are history teachers who will inspire students to record history, and a group of PE teachers who will encourage kids to get more active. There are technology teachers who will help students send their work to the world, and fine art teachers who will get kids to find their creative voice. There are foreign language teachers who will help kids communicate globally. And there are CTE teachers preparing students for all kinds of jobs. And there's this teacher librarian who will see the students as children and not data. He's creating a makerspace while also inspiring kids to fall in love with reading. And they will become lifelong learners because of a teacher. And right now there's a 4th grade teacher with a scribbled up yellow legal pad. She's dreaming up wild new projects, and even though she jokes about not wanting to go back to school, she is secretly excited about meeting her new group of students. This is her 27th year, and she's still taking creative risks. To her, it's no big deal. It's what she does. But it's a big deal to her students. To them, she is a hero. And this year, she will make her students' world epic, like she always does. They will remember her forever, and she will change the world in ways that she cannot even fathom. And all of this will happen because of a teacher.
At this time, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner and the Invocation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
As we join together today, we invite all staff members to pray the one universal prayer that binds us all. Please bow your heads and join me in praying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Good morning. Before we go any further, I want to stop and take a moment to honor the souls of those Roma Isd gladiators who were taken from this earth far too soon during the summer. Please join me in a moment of silence for them and our entire community. We also have some employees fighting to get well, and I ask all of you to keep those who are afflicted by COVID-19 in their thoughts and prayers as we continue into the school year. As we were preparing for this convocation, I have to admit, I was thrown in for a loop. What could I possibly say to make any of this better? What could I possibly say that would inspire you in such a sad time for our community? It occurred to me that the best thing I could do is to admit that, like you, I am scared. I am scared of getting sick or getting my family sick. I've even been nervous every day I put on my Roma Isd shirt to come to work since March. I'm tired because we haven't really had much of a break. I'm worried in the decisions I have to make and wonder if they are the right thing to do. Because we are in uncertain times and uncharted territory. I could go on, but what I most want to come across is that I am human, just like you. And I have struggled in this time. But what I have never lost is my faith in all of you. I am not going to stand here and tell you that everything we do or have done is perfect. But what I am going to tell you is that I have complete confidence in every employee in this district to do the best job possible this school year. God has put you on this journey. We are here together as a family to support, encourage, and motivate each other. Never forget that. I encourage you to check on each other often and communicate. That's the only way we are going to keep focused and keep achieving. I also want to tell you that I am bursting with pride at the job all of you have done since March. No one, and I mean no one, could have stepped into the shoes of anyone at Roma Isd and done a better job. What I am going to tell you in conclusion is that there will be a few people out there criticizing our decisions and work. My advice is that we put all of them on ignore. I have every confidence in you. Your board has every confidence in you, and the community as well. You go out there and show them just what Gladiator Nation is made of. We are an A-rated school district with the finest group of employees, students, and parents anywhere in this great state of Texas. God bless you all. Godspeed in this journey.
COVID-19 has had a profound impact in all of our lives. safety measures, and social distancing have dramatically limited and changed the way we communicate, learn, and work. Leading, teaching, and influencing the lives of students is hard work. It takes dedication, passion, and even sacrifice. Most of our school staff, teachers, bus drivers, counselors, nurses, custodians, principals, and everyone else who help make our education possible sacrifice so much each day for all of their students, for all of us. I've been able to view firsthand how much you all bring into our lives. I've seen the extra hours you put in and the extra effort to grant us the best education possible. We as students understand that all of you have issues too, but you leave these problems aside and give it your best to always help us feel motivated, welcomed, and eager to learn. I thank you for always making us feel safe, for waking up every day seeking opportunities to make a difference, for doing all the adjustments necessary to help us, and for seeing something special inside each one of us, even when others have wrote us off. I want to give you a special thanks to Mr. Peña, my geography and AP government teacher, for always providing a safe space for all students in his classroom. My student council advisors, Ms. Salinas, Ms. Livka, and Ms. Garcia, for helping students become leaders in our community. Ms. Gonzalez and Ms. Villarreal, my librarians, for providing a safe haven for all students to think, share, and grow. And Mr. Saldivar, for leading our school with great enthusiasm and responsibility. In behalf of our Roma Isd students, I want to say that our future depends on all of you leaders. We seek your knowledge, and nothing will be possible without your excellent work. I want to remind you that we understand you, we miss you, we love you, and we believe in you. We send all of our love and wishes, and hope that you remain safe, that you continue to exceed in every aspect, and now more than ever, remember that you are not alone. We will get through this.
So we're ready to start with door prizes. I have Miss Mary Lou Cruz who's going to assist me with giving out the prizes. So we'll start with the first one, Miss Cruz.
The first door prize is a $200 gift certificate from Paper Gulf Coast.
Let me see who the winner is. Okay, the winner is Jose P. Romero from the maintenance department. Congratulations, Jose P. Romero.
Congratulations.
The next prize.
Next prize is a $25 barbecue gift certificate from Science Mini Mart.
Science Mini Mart. Let's see who our winner is. Linda N. Cruz, teacher aide from DDG Elementary. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Linda. Next prize again is a $25 barbecue gift certificate from Science Mini Mart.
And we have another winner. Laura Alicia Martinez, teacher from FJ Scott Elementary. Congratulations.
Next prize is from the print shop at Shipping Depot, and it is a, what is it?
It's a die cut machine.
A die cut machine.
The die cut machine for scrapbooking and card making.
You want to try that? You want to cut that so she can say that?
A die cut machine?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. The next prize is from the print shop at Shipping Depot, and it is a die cut machine.
Okay, we have another winner. Patricia Cantu from the cafeteria at Roma High School. Congratulations, Ms. Cantu.
Next prize is from the Bickerstaff, Keith Del Dorado at Costa, and it is a detachable boom microphone.
And the winner is Luis O. Hinojosa, security guard. Congratulations, Mr. Hinojosa. You can claim all your prizes next week at the Mrs. Helen Escobar's PA office.
Next prize is from Fiesta Restaurant, one special of the day lunch plate from Fiesta Restaurant.
And we have a winner. Winner is Elia Y Peña Guerra, teacher raised from Ramiro Barrera School. Congratulations.
Next prize is a $40 gift card from Whataburger.
Whataburger. Only drive-through, no dine-in. And the winner is Graciela C. Benavides, teacher at Roma Middle School. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Next prize is another gift certificate from Gonzalez Bakery, 10 individual pieces of sweet bread.
Good, donate them all in one city. Okay, the winner is Jesus Jaime Garza, teacher at RBMS. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Next door prize again from Gonzalez Bakery, 10 individual pieces of sweet bread.
And we have winner, Mr. Lorenzo Hinojosa, the maintenance department. Congratulations, Mr. Hinojosa.
Another gift prize from Fiesta Restaurant, one special of the day, which is a lunch plate.
And we have the winner, Maria G. Arellano de Hinojosa, cafeteria, Roma High School. Congratulations.
Another door prize from La Reinera Bakery, voucher for products totaling to $19.99.
La Reina Bakery. And the winner is Rene Guerra, bus driver, transportation. Congratulations, Mr. Guerra.
Next prize, a gift certificate from Rio Cafe, one lunch plate, and must call one day before.
Good, and the winner is Maria E. Sanchez, R.T. Barrera Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Sanchez.
Goodie gift
Goodie
basket. Very nice.
Very nice.
Lone Star National Bank.
Lone Star National Bank. And the winner is Yasmin Gonzalez, teacher at Roma High School. Congratulations, Ms. Gonzalez.
Another gift, backpack cooler, courtesy from Rodriguez Funeral Home. Very nice.
Very nice. And the winner is Blanca Isela Barrera, a teacher at RT Barrera. Congratulations, Ms. Barrera.
Another door prize, which is a little box,
Tumbler.
a tumbler from Colorful Nails. Very nice.
Colorful nails. Real nice tumbler for the weekends. Okay, the winner is Maribel Peña, personal care provider for Roma High School. Congratulations, Ms. Peña.
Very, very nice. From Rodriguez Funeral Home, some glasses and an eye
For your teas.
for your tea, everything.
For outdoor activities, really nice. It's real heavy too. Okay, the winner is Maria de Los Angeles Garza, bus driver, transportation. Congratulations, Ms. Garza.
Congratulations.
Very nice.
Another door prize. It's a pot, an enamel pot, courtesy from Rodriguez Funeral Home.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Okay, the winner is Natalio Lopez, teacher from Roma High School. Congratulations, Mr. Lopez. Ooh, nice big heavy pot.
A heavy pot.
Let me get the heavy pot. Nice.
Canteras Design Gift Shop. Very nice.
And the winner is Sila Araceli Rangel, custodian from DGG Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Rangel.
That's it.
Okay, that's all the prizes for right now. Make sure you pick up your prizes with Natalia Escobar in the PR department probably by Wednesday. So congratulations to all the winners. This ends the first part of our prizes. Thank you.
Howdy, Gladiator Nation. No matter how you feel, get up, look up, never give up. That's the warrior way.
Good morning, Gladiator Nation. I'm talking to you today not as a school board member, but as a mother. A few months ago, in March, I was preparing for my son's high school graduation. We had so many memories to look forward to, so many Kodak moments to make, and then it's like our lives became a science fiction story. If you had told me back in August 2019 what today would be like, I would have never believed it. But here we are, a year later, united in rounding up success. As a mom, I didn't get to do a lot of things with my son that I was looking forward to. But I had some better things I would have never imagined happening. I got to see him in an awesome senior parade. I got to see his senior pictures with all his classmates all over social media. I got to spend a lot of family time with him. And I even got to see him walk a graduation stage, which seemed totally impossible before it actually happened. You all from every corner in the district made this possible for me and for over 400 other families with graduating seniors. I am so deeply grateful you made all these sacrifices to benefit our Gladiator community. There is simply no way that we as parents can repay you. But what we can do, or what I can do, is say, I support you all 100%. I vow as your Roma Isd school board president to be your biggest supporter, especially during this time of virtual learning. I vow to stand up for all of our employees who are working hard each day to keep our children learning and our district functioning at the award-winning levels it has always achieved. I also vow to pray for strength and courage as we continue into this strange new journey. In return, I do ask from all of our Gladiator Nation that we keep working to keep Roma Isd A-rated for a very, very long time. Parents, we won't get that normal first day back to school pictures, or get to have lunches with our kids during cafeteria week celebration. We may not get to see our kids play sports or see them in marching band on the field for their first or maybe even their last time. But I know what we will see. We will see amazing educators helping our children progress and continue to grow into wonderful gladiators. I am proud not just to be the mom of some gladiators, but also to be an alumni of this amazing institution, known across the United States as the one, the only Roma Isd. I ask that all of you stay safe, and may God always bless our Roma Isd Gladiator Nation, and may God bless you all this year.
Hey, Gladiator Nation, it's time for our second round of door prizes. Let's start off with?
It's heavy.
Let's start with the heavy one first. Okay, here it is.
A very nice pot from Canteras Design Gift Shop.
And the winner is Maria G. Rios, a tennis clerk at DGG Elementary. Congratulations, Rios.
Next prize is from the print shop at Shipping Depot, and it is a graphic drawing board.
Graphic drawing board, really
Yes.
nice. like a drawing tablet.
Drawing tablets.
And the winner is Andrew Balandrano, a teacher at the Performing Arts Building. Congratulations.
And the next prize is from Mascorro Bail Bonds, and they are some detachable boom microphone headphones.
And the winner is Leticia Garza, a teacher at RT Barrera Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Garza.
Next prize is from Bickerstaff Heath Delgado Associates. Acosta LP is also another set of waterproof Bluetooth wireless headphones, I guess. Yes.
Headphones, very nice. And another winner, Carlos Lozano, a teacher at Art and C Science Elementary. Congratulations, Mr. Lozano.
Here we go. Next prize from Gonzalez Bakery, 10 individual pieces of sweetbread.
And the winner is Gabriela Alejandra Garcia from the VMS cafeteria. Congratulations, Ms. Garcia.
Another prize from Gonzalez Bakery, 10 individual pieces of sweetbread.
And another winner, Carmen C. Rivera, RMS cafeteria. Congratulations.
Again from Gonzalez Bakery, 10 individual pieces of sweetbread.
Okay, another winner, Araceli G. Rosa, teacher's aide at DGG Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Rosa.
Again, another prize from Fiesta Restaurant, one special of the day lunch plate.
Okay, another winner, Lucila Barrera, the clerk in transportation. Congratulations, Ms. Barrera.
Next prize from Solis Tires Quick Stop, 5-quart oil change.
And another winner is Sylvia H. Garza, teacher's aide at DGG Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Garza.
Next prize from Star Barbecue, 2 meat, 2-side lunch plate.
Very good, delicious.
Making us hungry.
Yeah, another winner, Rosa D. Garza, a teacher at FG Scott Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Garza.
A gift certificate from what is it?
Los Mejores Pollos y Más. I believe it's a gift certificate. Yeah, pollo rostizado, ensalada chica and refresco. Basically a nice lunch dinner. And the winner is Maria Guadalupe Guerra, RNC Size Elementary Counselor. Congratulations, Ms. Guerra.
Again, next prize from Science Mini Mart. Science Smoking Meats, $25 barbecued dollars, in other words.
$5 gift certificate. And the winner is Belen Salinas, librarian at FG Scott Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Salinas.
Again, another prize from Science Smoking Meats, $25 barbecue gift certificate.
And the winner is Benita L. Barrera de Garcia, custodian here in Central Office. Congratulations, Ms. Garcia.
From Rodriguez Funeral Home, a cooler, an igloo cooler.
And we have a winner, Abelardo Escobar, teacher at Roma High School. Congratulations, Mr. Escobar.
Again, from Rodriguez Funeral Home, an igloo cooler again.
And the winner is Juan Carlos Garza, teacher at RMS. Congratulations, Mr. Garza.
A gift basket courtesy of Novedades Roma. Very nice.
And the winner of the basket, Silvia Garcia, teacher elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Garcia.
Set of tumblers from Rodriguez Funeral Home.
And the winner is Jacqueline L. Garcia, teacher at BME. Congratulations, Ms. Garcia.
What is this?
Another tumbler.
Another tumbler.
Real nice tumbler.
From
Yeah.
Colorful Nails.
Colorful nails. Real nice. And the winner is Aida Lu Reyes, teacher aide at Veterans Memorial Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Reyes.
From Lone Star National Bank, another gift basket with some goodies and a t-shirt.
And the winner is Omar Canales, teacher aide at RBMS School. Congratulations, Mr. Canales. That completes our second round. For those who are winners, congratulations. And for the rest, we have one more round to go. So we'll see you next round. Thank you.
Goodbye, vacation. Hello to school. Hello, new class. Goodbye, old school. Vacation time is over. School time is here. Now we welcome a new school year. Welcome, everybody.
Good morning, Gladiator Nation. Hi, I'm Victor Canales, and I'm your Stark County Attorney. I'm also class of 91 from here from Roma, and I'm here representing the United Way. We're here again asking for donations, asking for money from you. During this time that is really tough, we're coming together. Agencies, cities, municipalities, counties, organizations are all banding together. And the United Way is at the front of all of these. It is trying to help each and every one out. We're here asking for money again today to help our own community. As you all know, and as I've told you for many years, the United Way puts more into Stark County than Stark County puts into the United Way. But we do need to put into the United Way as well. So we're here asking for money again. The United Way continues to help with food pantries. It continues to help with providing money for supplies to school districts, for children that are needing the supplies that are necessary. Nowadays, with remote learning, we're starting everything from scratch, and we know that our community needs help. So I'm here asking you all to donate to the United Way. We need your money so that we're able to help others. We are asking that you all donate, if you all are paid bi-weekly, $5, $10, or $20. For each donation, you will receive a different gift of thanks. First, for a $5 donation on a bi-weekly, you will receive a t-shirt, as is customary. The post-production should add a picture around this time. It will also be a tumbler if you donate $10 along with a shirt. If you donate $20 every pay period and you're paid bi-weekly, you are a member of our Pillar Club. You will receive a red bag along with the tumbler and the shirt. But these are just gifts of thanks. What it is you receive that no one else can take from you is that feeling of having helped. These times are tough. COVID is something that has become part of our lexicon. We are in crisis as a nation. Our neighbors are dying. People are sick around us. But we can come together and band together as we have in the past. When 9/11 happened, you saw the United States just come together. Now that we have another threat called COVID, we are coming together and helping each other out. I pray and I hope that you all do help us out. You all will have a link that will be put up that will help you get to the donations. It's a custom link for Roma Isd, and you all can fill it out. I'd like to thank you all in advance. I know you all will come through. I hope that you all have a tremendous school year. I'd like to thank you all for your attention, and I'd like to give a wholehearted thanks to the administration of Roma Isd. Go Gladiators. Thank you all very much.
Welcome back to the third round of prizes, teachers. Want to thank all our sponsors and congratulations to all the prize winners so far. And best of luck in this next round. Let's go.
Next prize is a barbecue set.
Charcoal grill, yeah.
Yes, courtesy.
Where is it? From Rodriguez Funeral Home at United Funeral.
Rodriguez Funeral Home.
Rodriguez Funeral Home. Okay, and the winner is Melissa Reina, Teacher's Aide at Roma Middle School. Congratulations, Ms. Reina.
Next prize is a ice chest, again from Rodriguez Funeral Home.
Wheels. Very nice. Okay, and the winner is Maria Elizabeth Flores, Teacher's Aide at GGG Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Flores.
Again, another prize from Bickerstaff, Heath Delgado Acosta, and it is a detachable boom headset.
And we have another winner. And we have Jesus A. Science, teacher at Roma High School. Congratulations, Mr. Science. This is a complete set, a camera with all the different supplies and different activities and yeah.
From the print shop at Shipping Depot.
It's like an Instamatic camera with all the bells and whistles. Elmira Villalanis, FJ Scott Elementary teacher. Congratulations.
Again, from Ascorro Bell Buns, and these are waterproof Bluetooth wireless earbuds.
Very nice. And we have another winner. Alejandro Maldonado, RBMS teacher. Congratulations, Mr. Maldonado.
Another gift basket from Novedades Roma.
And the winner is Abelardo Ramos from the Maintenance Department. Congratulations, Mr. Ramos.
Another gift certificate, a $25 gift certificate from Sign Smoking Meats.
$25 gift certificate. Okay, and the winner is Maria Antonieta Leal, custodian from Roma High School. Congratulations, Leal.
From Colorful Nails, a water bottle.
Like a little nappy set.
Yes. A hammock?
Well, a hammock. It's
hammock.
a real colorful bottle and hammock.
Yes, very nice.
Okay, and we have the winner, Juan Ramon Guerra, bus driver and transportation. Congratulations, Mr. Guerra.
Another gift certificate from Sign Smoking Meats, $25.
Okay, we have another winner, Oscar L. Ramirez III, Maintenance Department. Congratulations, Mr. Ramirez.
A gift certificate from Rio Cafe, one lunch plate.
And the winner is Laura Ann Nall, Miss Nall, the LVN from Emma Vera Elementary. Congratulations, Miss Nall.
Another gift certificate from Fiesta Restaurant, one special of the day lunch plate.
Okay, another winner, Regino Barrera, teacher at Roma High School. Congratulations, Mr. Barrera.
Another gift certificate from VIP Car Wash, one free car wash. Very nice.
That comes in very handy.
Very handy.
Okay, and the winner is Leticia G. Sanchez, teacher's aide at RT Barrera Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Sanchez.
Another gift certificate from Gonzalez Bakery, 10 individual pieces of sweet bread.
Okay, the winner is Elizabeth Alanis, computer technician here at Central Office. Congratulations, Ms. Alanis.
Gift certificate, Gonzalez Bakery, 10 individual pieces of sweet bread.
Just make sure you don't eat them all in one sitting. Okay, make sure you share. Maria Guadalupe Ibanez, custodian at RC Science Elementary. Congratulations.
Gonzalez Bakery, 10 individual pieces of sweet bread also.
Winner, Yesenia F. Guerrero, teacher at RT Barrera Elementary. Congratulations.
And a goodie bag, a basket from Lone Star National Bank. And it includes a t-shirt. Very nice.
Nice t-shirt. Okay, and a cap. Also the cap in the back. The winner is Yvonne R. Rios, Lab Proctor, Emma Veda Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Rios. Okay, that concludes this phase of the door prize. We have one more round, so congratulations to all the winners. And hold on, we have one more round, so congratulations to all the winners, and we'll see you
There's
next
still
round.
more prizes.
More prizes. Thank you.
Hello Roma Isd students, my name is Shalem Peña and I'm in the 8th grade in the School of Art VMS. Middle school years are the best and most memorable years of your life. Literally, believe me, this is my 3rd year of being a middle schooler, so I should know. I know this upcoming school year is anything but normal. Our lives, hobbies, pastimes, routines, everything has been changed. In the midst of all the changing, I've learned very valuable lessons that I'd like to share with you. First of all, I know that our teachers love us and miss us dearly, just like we miss them. We hope to be going back to school soon, but in the meantime, I know that the whole remote learning situation is just to keep as many of us as safe and as healthy as possible. School is important, but so is our health. That's why I ask you not to complain during this situation. Instead, do your part by staying home and staying safe to protect yourself and your loved ones, like your grandparents. And no matter how this year goes, you should be proud of yourself for being able to adapt to the extreme circumstances we're being forced to live in. I've also learned to appreciate our beautiful planet. Have you ever gone outside and looked at all the different constellations? Or how about listening to the mockingbird sing? I've never done that, and I'm absolutely in love with nature. I encourage you to take a nature walk. While doing so, open your eyes and ears and let yourself be taken away by the beauty of the nature. Take some time to smell the roses. If you do, you might see things you've never seen before, or heard things you've never heard before. Life can be a lot of fun if you let it be. We are usually so stuck in screens and phones that we forget how lucky we are to live in this amazing planet. We have so many choices to make. We can make this year fun and exciting wherever we are, or we can waste our valuable time over things we can't or don't have control over. Like our counselors always say, make it a great year or not, the choice is yours. Good luck on your Google Classrooms. Good luck and stay safe.
Hi, my name is Selena Castillo, and I'm a member of an AFT Associate Member Program, or AMP, in my school district. I've been a member for the 10 years that I've been teaching, and I would like to give you some information about joining our union. So your AMP is a local affiliate of the Texas American Federation of Teachers that represents about 70,000 educators in Texas and part of the 1.7 million members of the American Federation of Teachers. We represent all non-administrative school employees in public schools and some charters. Our members are teachers, counselors, librarians, instructional coaches, teacher assistants, and other support personnel. We offer many professional development opportunities for teachers, not only about the best instructional practices, but also about your rights regarding, for example, your planning time or your T-test evaluations, among many other things, to make sure you are knowledgeable in your right to organize and improve your working conditions. We advocate for public schools, always working to increase funding and pay. Our most recent efforts include advocating for a safe reopening of our public schools in the midst of the pandemic. So whether it's at the board meeting or at the steps of the Capitol, we are always advocating for better working conditions for public school employees. We vote for policies and politicians across the aisle who are willing to stand up for public education and fund our public schools, because we know that where schools are fully funded, communities can thrive. And one way we build power is by voting. AFT offers our members a wide range of money-saving programs through the Union Plus program, where you can get discounts on things such as travel, pet care, life insurance, and so much more. An additional benefit that AFT offers is Share My Lesson, which is a national database of hundreds of thousands of free resources and lesson plans that you can use in your classroom. We also partner with First Book, which provides free books and classroom resources to Title I schools in Texas. Another thing that sets us apart from other organizations is the number of local and regional offices and staff representatives we have all across the state of Texas, ready to support your organizing efforts in your region. AFT offers an $8 million occupational professional liability insurance should you need it. As soon as you join, you have access to work-related legal representation from the top attorneys in Texas, with no conflicts of interest, as our union does not accept administrators as members. AFT can also help you save on your student loans, offering student loan clinics throughout the year to help educators save thousands of dollars using federal programs. So whether you are new to teaching or new to your district, I highly encourage you to join this professional network of educators. You can join us online at texasaftamp.org, or you can also scan the QR code on your screen. When applying online, make sure you enter your current district, since our membership dues can vary. We also have an app, Ask Texas AFT, where you can browse questions or ask your own regarding your working conditions. This is a great resource that gives you access to so much information about your rights, and that is free for all to use. And as always, you can find us on the socials, on Facebook at Texas AFT AMP. Our Twitter handle is at Texas AFT. And also be sure to search your local program for your district as well. So thank you so much for your time today. I hope that you will join me in building the collective power of educators across the state of Texas. We are only as strong as the members who make up our union.
Good morning. My name is Kelsey Garza, and I will be reading Back to School 2020. Welcome to a new school year filled with laughter, fun, and cheer. Things may seem different and look different too, but change, my friends, can be good for you. At home or at school, it won't be the same, but we'll work as a team because we're all in the game. You may have some questions that you'd like to ask, such as, how long will I be wearing this mask? No one has the answers, at least not for a while, but I promise that under my mask is a smile. So come on in and take your seat. Wave to your friends from at least 6 feet. Or if you're a classmate who's learning from home, you can wave to your classmates using Google Chrome. Keep washing your hands with water and soap. Get ready to learn and don't give up hope.
Okay, teachers, this is the last round for the 4 prizes, so best of luck to everybody. First prize.
Courtesy of Rodriguez Funeral Home, and it's a Pioneer Woman dish set.
Very nice. And the winner is Maria Rubiola Trevino, secretary from Emma Vera Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Trevino.
Congratulations. Next prize is an entertaining set.
Party set.
It's a prize, yes, from Materiales Peña.
Has a punch bowl with the cups and
everything.
serving tray.
Yes.
Real nice. Okay, next winner we have Luis Carlos Ramirez, teacher at Roma High School. Congratulations, Mr. Ramirez.
Next prize from Mascorro Bale Bonds, and it is a detachable boom microphone.
Let's That's it?
Yes, headset.
The headset. And the winner is Josue Daniel Ortega, teacher at RBMS. Congratulations, Mr. Ortega.
Again from Bickerstaff, Heath Delgado Acosta, and again another headset.
And the winner is Gabriela Peña, teacher at RMS, Roma Middle School. Congratulations, Ms. Peña.
Another gift basket from Novedades Roma.
Okay. And the winner is Maria Patricia Falcon, Ms. Falcon from DGG Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Falcon.
Next prize is from Colorful Nails, and it is a Pioneer Woman baking set. And
Cookies with a cup.
Yes.
Real pretty, real nice.
Very nice.
Okay, and the winner is Maria L. Rios, parent liaison from Roma High School. Congratulations, Ms. Rios.
Another prize again from Rodriguez Funeral Home. And it looks like for what?
A little tumbler, like a little party pack to carry.
Yes.
Yeah. Like a premium cooler. Okay, and the winner is Hector Alonso Diaz, security guard. Congratulations, Mr. Diaz.
Next prize again from Rodriguez Funeral Home, and it's a magic bullet. Very nice.
For your healthy drink. Healthy drink. I'm going to emphasize healthy. Okay, and the winner is Joel I. Garcia, teacher, Emma Vera Elementary. Congratulations. Also has a nice tumbler in the back. Congratulations, Garcia.
Another gift basket from Lone Star National Bank. It also includes a t-shirt and lots of goodies.
Yeah, has a cap and a bunch of goodies. Okay, the winner is Ruben Hinojosa Jr., teacher's rate at Roma High School. Congratulations, Mr. Hinojosa.
Next gift is from Materiales Peña, and this is a what?
Like a skillet.
A skillet.
For cooking, yeah,
Yes,
outside
and
or
includes
inside.
an apron.
With a nice apron.
Very nice.
Okay, the winner is Maria J. Guerra, teacher's aide at RBMS. Congratulations, Ms. Guerra.
Next prize is from Lily's Dulceria. It's a one-day rental for a bouncing house or water slide.
Wow.
Very nice during this time, summer.
That's a very nice price. We all know how expensive those bouncy houses are.
Yes.
The winner is Victor Miguel Gutierrez Jr., teacher at RBMS Middle School. Thank you, Mr. Gutierrez. Congratulations.
Next prize from Sign Smoking Meats. Again, a gift certificate for $25.
Okay, and the winner is Mireya Benitez, teacher at Emma Vera Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Benitez.
Again, from Sign Smoking Meats, $25 gift certificate.
Okay, and the winner for this one is Vanessa I. Maldonado, teacher at VME Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Maldonado.
From Gonzalez Bakery, 10 individual pieces of sweet bread.
And the winner is Cristina Amelia Canales, teacher at Emma Vera Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Canales.
Again, from Gonzalez Bakery, 10 individual pieces of sweet bread.
And the winner is Maria Oneida Garza, bus driver for Transportation Department. Congratulations, Ms. Garza.
From VIP Car Wash, one free car wash. Wow, very nice.
And the winner is Steven Hernandez, teacher at Roma High School. Congratulations, Mr. Hernandez.
From Star Barbecue, 2 meat, 2 side lunch plate.
Okay. And the winner is Esteban Trevino, counselor at Roma High School. Congratulations, Mr. Trevino.
From Fiesta Restaurant, one special of the day lunch plate.
And we have another winner. Melissa Jeanette Cortez, teacher's aide at F.J. Scott Elementary. Congratulations, Ms. Cortez.
From Gulf Coast Paper, a gift certificate for $200.
Okay.
A gift card.
Gift card.
Gift card.
$200. And the winner is Miguel Angel Martinez, teacher, Performing Arts Building. Congratulations, Mr. Martinez.
Congratulations.
$200 gift card.
And that's it.
Okay, that concludes all our door prizes. Once again, you can claim your prizes at the PR department on Wednesday. So once again, congratulations to all the winners, and let's continue with the program.
Congratulations to all.
Let's bow and pray this morning. Father God, as we believers are facing these situations, we are grateful for your Son Jesus. Because of his sacrifice, we know that you are with us always. Today we turn to you during these difficult times of uncertainty, knowing that everything is on your sovereign control. As your word says, for us to cast all our cares upon you because you care for us. We ask you that you will be with every department of the Roma Isd as they are going back to their places of labor. We ask you that you protect them and renew them. You renew the energy and sustain them in their everyday challenge. Inspire them to speak and sow into our kids' lives. Guide us with your wisdom as we face this valley. But we will not fear no evil or sickness because you are with us. We know that you did not give us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, love, and sound mind. So we ask you that you be with us and you will bless us as we start this new school year. And we ask you that you be in our lives and in our everyday challenges. In Jesus' name we praise you. Amen.
Coming up next is our motivational speaker. For more than 15 years, Gabe Salazar has motivated students, parents, and educators with his powerful message of hope and persistence. In recent years, he has been recognized as America's #1 Latino youth speaker by Popular Hispanics magazine. Born to a teen mom and abandoned by his biological father during adolescence, Gabe felt that he was born on accident. He performed poorly in school, grew up in poverty, and was influenced by gang members in his neighborhood. From a statistical standpoint, Gabe was considered an at-risk youth and was not expected to succeed in life. The turnaround for Gabe came with the help of a mentor. His high school principal helped him realize that he was not born on accident, but instead taught him how to live with purpose. Gabe was rescued from gang influence and became the first in his family to go to college. He began his career as an inclusion specialist for special education and behavioral students at a middle school in San Antonio, Texas. Today, he travels across the nation as a professional speaker, captivating audiences with his genuine delivery and ability to meet people where they are in life. Through masterful storytelling, Gabe inspires and motivates his audience to action. His natural quick wit keeps audiences on their toes, wanting to actively listen for what comes next. Gabe speaks at more than 200 events each year and has had a positive impact to millions of students and educators. Now we will take a 5-minute break, a little time to get a snack and stretch, and we'll be back with you soon.
All right, welcome everybody, Roma Isd. I am so excited to have a chance to share my story with each and every one of you guys. And I'm looking at the camera, but if I look around, there are just one or two people here at the district office that I'll be recognizing. And so I just want to say thank you so much to all of our educators, faculty, and staff members, moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas who are all watching, who care about the education and care about the lives of children. And again, my name is Gabe Salazar. I'm a motivational speaker. I travel all across America. For almost 20 years, I've had the privilege of sharing my story and talking about very tough topics like bully prevention, drug and alcohol awareness, college readiness, and of course, high school graduation. Now, a little bit about my story, because the moment I get up on stage or on camera today, people always look at me like, who are you and why should I listen to you? Now, several years ago, I wrote a book called Born on Accident, Living with Purpose. It tells how I was born to a teen mom, abandoned by my father. I grew up homeless, living in a car in San Antonio, Texas, and with my mom. And from middle school to high school, I went to 9 different schools. I was always moving and moving and moving. And even when I wrote the title of my book, Born on Accident, Living with Purpose, there's always a smart kid in the room that'll stop me and be like, actually, sir, biologically, nobody's born on accident. And I know, like, nobody runs to a hospital screaming, I thought it was just a bad torta. It was a boy. But I know kids all across America that have a story like mine, born to a teen mom, abandoned by my father, homeless. And I really struggled trying to find my identity, like who am I, where do I fit in life? And one school I went to, everybody was a skater. So I went home from school telling my mom, Mom, I'm a skater. My mom would be like, Mijo, ¿cómo que skater? You don't even own a skateboard. I was like, shut up, I am a skater, but we were poor. And when you're poor, you don't shop at the mall or even Walmart or Target. You shop at a place called the Pulga. You know the Pulga, everything's bootleg. It came from China or Mexico, so my shoes didn't say Adidas in the same font, it'd say Adios. And my friends would laugh at me. My wife laughs when I tell her all my stories of me growing up, because then I moved to another school. I remember I was hanging with my homeboys when I was living in Houston, Texas, and they took me to go see this movie that came out many years ago called Boys in the Hood. How'd you even know that one? That's right, Hood. And then it's funny me pretending like somebody's responding, but Boys in the Hood, American Me, Blood in, Blood Out, all these gangster movies that came out when I was a kid. So guess what I wanted to be? A gangster. But to be a gangster, to be a thug, you got to know how to fight. And I got a lot of fights. From middle school to high school, I was always in the principal's office. I even spent a year in alternative school in my 10th grade year for fighting. And don't look at me like that. I didn't say I won a lot of my fights, because I'll be honest with all of y'all. That girl was a lot bigger than me, but I didn't fight no girls. But dudes in the hood don't know how to fight. You ever seen dudes in the hood fight? They don't know what they're doing. You seen the vatos fight with the pinkies, like, what's up, fool? What's up, fool? And then their bandana falls, so just look like he's in a fight with the piñata. I get into a lot of fights, and some people ask me, Mr. Salazar, I heard you were gang affiliated. Why? Was it psychological? Was it sociological? I'm like, no, it's called survival. Because when you live in the hood, you know that's the first question they're going to ask you. Who you down with? What color you claiming? I wasn't dumb. I can't claim my color quick. Everybody's all up in red, so I was all up in red. Red hat, red shoes, everything red. I looked like a Mexican Grinch on Christmas Eve. I moved to another neighborhood, but they were all about the blue, so I was all up in blue. Everything blue, except I had this clean white hat. And my wife laughs at me on throwback pictures on Facebook. She's like, you don't look hardcore. You look like a Latino Smurf. And I learned my lesson. Because one day I was walking up from school, and I got to a corner of an intersection, and these 3 guys see me from across the street, 3 of them older than me. They're like, we know who you are. We know what set you claim with us. I was like, what's up? I know what time it is. Let's go. Right down the street. Boom, 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 boom. We start fighting. I'm lying. I didn't fight like that. I was on the floor. Mama! I was huddled up, and these guys just start beating me up. And one guy kicks me right in my face and busts my cheek open from the side of my mouth all the way down to my chin. It was gashed open. They took off, and I want my mom to see me like that, all bloody. So I ran back to school. I was looking for a restroom that was unlocked. I got in there. I was washing blood off my neck, my shirt, my chin. I put my lips together and closed my mouth, but you could still see bottom teeth on this side that was ripped open. I had to get stitches because meat was dangling off, and I was like, man, forget that. I don't want to be a thug. I don't want to be a gangster. We moved to another school in San Antonio, Texas that had some of the finest girls I've ever seen in my life. So I said, I ain't going to be a gangster. I ain't going to be a cholo. I'm going to be a lover. Because everybody had a girlfriend. You ever go to one of those schools that everybody had a girlfriend? Like even that one dude that looked like George Lopez got 2 of them. And one thing I noticed about girls in school, they love all them little short vatos about this tall. And they're like, he's so cute. He's so adorable. I can pick him up and put him in my purse with my chihuahua. That's messed up. I know. But I really struggled. And I remember guys when they're walking down the hallway, they see that girl in their mind, everything slows down. Their armpits are all sweaty. Their mouth's all dry. And their heartbeat's all going crazy. But in their mind, it's like... I didn't get a girlfriend until I was in college. I bought flowers for a girl in high school one time. She sent them back to me. She said I looked like Mowgli from Jungle Book. But I finally found my wife after college. I got 4 kids with my wife, and I really struggled. But I was always trying to find out, who am I? Where do I fit in life? And the last story I'll tell you about my school years is I was living in Houston, Texas, and I was in middle school, and I was encouraged to skip. Now, they told me, when you go to schools and you're the new kid, you're always trying to fit in. And I remember this one table stopped me and they said, hey, you're the new kid, right? I said, yeah, I'm new here. They said, you need to hang out with us. I said, why? They said, because we skip. Now, I'd never heard skip before, the word skip, all right? They said, we skip here. I said, what does that mean? They said, we skip, man. I was like, what do you mean? Like, you skip? Like, they said, no, we skip. Skip means we leave school. We go down the corner store, go get candy, sodas, Fun Dip, Snickers, Payday. We get whatever we want. I was like, yeah. I ain't got no money. They said it's free 99, 5 freaking discount. We're gonna steal. I said, let's go. We took off to the corner store. From the moment we get in the corner store and the door swing open, it was like a scene from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. My homeboys were running and they're like, chocolate. They put Snickers and Payday and Twix. And one of my homeboys was like, hey, that's not Twix, fool. I was like, back it up, cochino. Now I know your gang name is Boo Boo. And they taught me to steal with the shoe trick. You know the shoe trick when you act like you're trying to shoot? You put the candies in there. You don't care if it smells like patas. You steal stuff. I was running down the aisle and it was so hot that day in Houston, Texas, and the ice cream machine, you know that ice box with the sliding glass top door with the push-up pops, the bombsicles, it was busted. So ice cream was melting, dripping off the bottom. It looked like a big moco spilled on the floor, but I didn't see it. They're like, oh, this is legit, fool. I slipped right in that stuff. I'm flying head first. I couldn't control myself. My feet were over my head like Shaggy and Scooby. You know when Scooby's flying like, Raggy, I'm scared. That's a good Scooby, don't lie. I'm flying head first. I land right on my chin. Boom. Blood's gushing on this side. The big boogers of ice cream smeared on this side. And my homeboys, the ones that had my back, they ran so fast. You thought the cop showed up on me. The clerk comes out from behind the counter, picks me up, carries me back to school. He knows my principal personally. And I'm busted. I'm sitting in the principal's office. What do you do? Like, no, sir, that wasn't even me, sir. Because I had a bad attitude. Even in elementary, they said, like, Mr. Salazar, you're in timeout. Name all the Teletubbies, breathe, and you go back to class. I don't want to name the Teletubbies. I want somebody to change my pull-up already. In middle school, they say you're in detention. In high school, they say you're on suspension. I'd be like, suspension? I don't call it suspension. I call it vacation. Until they say the one word, they'll make every nerve in my body tremble. They make the ground shake beneath me whenever they say no suspension, no detention. Secretary, give me the phone. I'm just calling his mother. And I switched from being like a hardcore vato to doing the potty dance, like, please don't call my mom, please don't call my mom. Because my mom was an old school mom. We used to call her the chancla ninja. Now, if you don't know what a chancla is, it's a flip-flop with accuracy. That thing would go around corners, go downstairs. It had GPS for my butt. And I'd be dodging chanclas, like 1 chancla, 2 chancla, 3 chancla, 3 chanclas. How many feet you got, woman? She would carry extra chanclas. She was crazy. She used to show up to school. You ever had your mom show up to school? Have you ever showed up to school for your kid? My mom was crazy. She would show up to school. She'd be like, no, I don't need no sticker. I don't need no name badge. I know where he's at because I got tamale orders también to deliver. My mom would pull me by my hair. You ever pulled by your hair? Your ear? Your shirt? One time she missed them. She got my chones, so the front looked like a bikini. Ah! Or here's a question. Have you ever been so bad, so necio, that you frustrate your parents out to the point that they start crying before you do? Isn't that the craziest thing? When they're like, Mijo, I don't have to do you no more. You made me so frustrated. Like right then and there, the worst thing you can ever do, and there's precision in this. You look them in the face, and you laugh at them. And you're like, Mom, I know what I did was wrong, but your mascara is busted. You get like a raccoon eye and a Google map all the way to Roma. My mom would scream at me. She would yell at me, throw things at me. We fought, we struggled. It was hard being born to a teen mom, abandoned by my father, growing up homeless, living in a car. But I overcame homelessness, abandonment, gang violence to graduate from high school, become the first in my family to go to college and graduate. Today, I've become an educational speaker traveling across the nation. I was named America's #1 Latino youth speaker in America by Popular Hispanic magazine. I've had the privilege of sharing my story to millions of students, the fact that you can overcome with the power of education. And I'm so honored to share with all of you watching today. I believe that I don't care who you are, where you're from, what struggle or challenge you've had in life, every kid can see success. And I believe that. Now for me, a lot of people stop me here and they say, Gabe, but what was the bridge? What was the bridge that brought you from poverty to possibility? Because when people ask me, Gabe, well, what did you want to be when you were in 6th grade? Or what did you want to be when you were in 3rd grade? I could not see beyond that. I constantly saw death in my life. I never even saw myself living really past high school because I saw death on death on death in my neighborhood and in my family. And my father was tragically murdered when I was 4 years old. I remember the only time I ever saw my biological father was when I was 4 years old. And a lot of people stop me and they say, Gabe, when you're 4, you can't remember much. But when it's something traumatic, you will remember something about that day, and I'll never forget. I was 4 years old walking downtown San Antonio, Texas. My mom's holding my hand. We're about to get onto a city bus. But suddenly in a crowd of people, and if you've ever been downtown San Antonio, Texas, it's packed with people all the time. And she pulls me right back off the bus. She lets go of my hand. She runs halfway down the street on the corner of Houston and Navarro, about 2 blocks from the Alamo. And she confronts this man. It's my biological father. And she starts arguing with him and yelling with him. I don't remember much what they were saying, but I remember this part. When she turns back over to me, she says, "That's your son. I want you to look at your son. Look at him." This man looks at me for a second, then turns around, runs in the opposite direction. I never met him because 2 months later, they find him shot and left dead in his own Z28 Camaro. I never really got to meet him, but I had dreams of meeting him where he'd embrace me and I'd cry. I mean, if you've ever had like a recurring dream, that was my recurring dream as a child. I'd even have dreams where he'd meet me and reject me again. I felt like if my own dad didn't want me, why would I want myself? I was an angry kid. I was depressed. I had self-destructive behavior, and I didn't realize it then, but I realized what I was going through now, and I was so angry and jealous of other kids that had dads. I remember other dads would show up at school on field days, and they'd line up all the kids. "Okay, 5th graders, all your parents are here, and you see the ones with banners, balloons, and piñatas. Run to them on the count of 3. Run, mijo, run, Junior." I'd be like, "Stupid Junior," because nobody was there screaming my name, and I felt so dumb. I remember going to the zoo in San Antonio, Texas for a field trip. I remember the buses pull up. In Roma, do you guys go to the zoo out here? What do? You look out the window like, "That's a deer. That's a raccoon. That's my abuelita." No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know what you do in Roma. But we would go to the zoo. The buses pull up. Everybody comes off. And a dad walks right up to about 6 of us boys. He said, "Hey, guys, come with me. I'm your chaperone today. We're going to have a great time. I want you first to follow me to the concession stand." And we went to the concession stand. He bought popcorn, cotton candy, sodas for us. And he told the worker there, "Everything's on me." We walked out and he said, "Guys, we're going to have a great time." We got like in a football huddle. He said, "We're going to have a great time today. Man, let's have a lot of fun. And I may not remember all your days, so I may not remember all your names. So how about today, just for today, I call all of you my sons. And if you want, you can even call me Dad." And he put his arms around us like a group hug. And when he hugged me, right there in front of all my friends, I started crying. Any of you ever cry, you don't even know why you're crying? I hate when that happens to me. But I was crying in front of all of them, and I didn't realize why I was crying, but today I do. I realize why I felt that way, because I never had a man speak like that to me before in my life. I felt like if my own dad didn't want me, why would I want myself? I wish better that I had been dead than to live a life feeling like nobody wanted me. I felt like if my own dad didn't want me, why would I want myself? But I was wrong. Because today as a father myself, to my 4 children and all the memories and experiences that I have with each of them, today I know the truth. And the truth is that it really wasn't me that was missing out on having a dad as much as it was him missing out on having a good kid. And I get a chance, and you get the opportunity to stand before good kids every single day that are never told enough how good they are. They're never told enough how beautiful, how significant, how wonderful, how powerful they are. Whether you're in a classroom, whether you're driving a bus, whether you're distributing nutrition to these students, we all serve a purpose in helping students realize that there's greatness inside of every single one of them. And we're called to pull this greatness out. And had there not been a bridge in my life that found me when I was in alternative school, my 9th grade year, I was running with some street gangs in San Antonio, and it spilled over into the school environment, and I got into a big fight, and I got sentenced to a year in alternative school for the East Central Independent School District. Now, towards the end of that year, I was supposed to come out and go back into my regular schooling. But the principal, his name is Dr. Langston Williams, he walks across the street from the main high school at East Central to the alternative school. And he walks right up to my little cubicle. And I remember at the school, it actually was an old church that they bought, and they kind of redesigned it. And I remember there was in the sanctuary, with the old sanctuary, there was all these cubicles, and that's where we would sit, and the teachers would send us our work all day, and we'd sit there, and it was just boring, to be honest with you. And I remember my principal heard that I was going to be coming back on campus, and he walks right up to me and sits down. He says, "Gabe, get up. Follow me to my office. Let's go right now." And I got all mad at him. I said, "What'd I do, sir? I didn't even do nothing. I've been sitting here minding my business for the first time." He said, "Mr. Salazar, I ordered us a pizza." I said, "Well, let's go. Let's go." I went up, and I go to his office, and he sits down with me, and he begins to talk with me, and and just, tell me and wanting to know more about me as a person. And the next day he does the same thing, and it becomes this thing. He's ordering pizza, Chinese food, and Mexican food. And we sit down, we chop it up, and he made an agreement with me. He said, Mr. Salazar, here's the deal. I will continue ordering food for you, and you can sit in my office, and we'll read some books even. But I don't want you to go to the cafeteria, because he knew about an SOS on me. He knew about more gang activity that was going to happen if I went back to the cafeteria and I went back into population. But he introduced me to books like Malcolm Gladwell, John Maxwell, John Mason, motivational speaker books that begin to teach me principles and mentality that I always thought was opposite. Like, for example, he taught me about respect. He said, tell me what you know about respect. I said, man, respect is earned. You got to earn respect. That's what I learned on the street. He goes, no. Respect is given. Everybody has respect. Can you lose it? It's a commodity. Can you gain it back? Absolutely. But everybody deserves respect, whether you know them or not. Do you want people to respect you? And it's kind of like the golden rule, what he was teaching me. And just little things like that. He began to teach me and ask me about college and ask me what I want to do for college. And little by little, he became my mentor without me even knowing it. His name is Dr. Langston Williams. He's an African-American man. Kind of looked like a Morgan Freeman in my eyes. And one day, as I'm sitting down having lunch with him, he slides a piece of paper across the desk. He said, Gabe, next year you're going to be a senior. Have you thought about college? Have you thought about planning for your future? I said, college? College is not for me. Look, I got low credits. I just came out of alternative school. I don't know about college. Nobody in my family went to college. I'm not college material. He said, Gabe, I want you to look at this brochure. And I said, oh, give me that one. That was And he said, that one, you see that girl right there? She goes to college. I said, sign me up. So he signed me up to go to this college called Southwestern in Dallas. And he said, they're going to feed you. They're going to have activities for you. You even get to go stay in a college dorm and experience college life. I said, college? And I went. I had a good time. When I came back, he helped me fill out my FAFSA and helped me fill out the application and signed me up for scholarships. There was one scholarship in particular that I won. I don't know how I won that scholarship, but I received the scholarship that helped pay for the exact amount of my first year of college. I got accepted to that college, and I graduated from Southwestern University, AG, and I'm so honored to have been my first. Now my brother's working on his doctorate, and I began to give permission to my family members to also to do the same. Dr. Williams became a mentor to me, and he helped me find my first job at the same school district that I graduated from at East Central ISD, and I became an inclusion specialist right out of college at Oak Crest Intermediate, working with special education and behavioral students. And that was around the time I actually met my wife. Now, I lied right there. I didn't meet her at first. I first saw her on TV because she was a news reporter for the ABC channel at KSAT 12 in San Antonio, Texas, and she is beautiful. She is fine. When I first saw her on TV, I was like, oh, dang, I'm going to marry that girl right there. And my stepbrother was like, you stupid. You're never going to meet her. I was like, you shut up. Watch me make out with this TV right here. We went to church that day because it was around Christmas Mass, and we're singing Christmas carols and everything like that. Can you guess who walks in the back doors as we're singing Christmas carols at that same church? No, not Santa, the news lady. She walks right in the back doors. The moment I saw her, I got the Holy Ghost. I was like, hallelujah. I found my way when we were shaking hands to introduce myself to her, and I built up the courage to ask her out. It didn't take long. I knew she's the one that I want to spend the rest of my life with. So I took her down to the Riverwalk. And when I proposed to her, I hired a barge. I filled it with candles, and her favorite movie is actually filmed at the Riverwalk. A movie that made Jennifer Lopez famous is a movie called Selena, right? So right under the Selena Bridge, I hired the barge, the boat filled with flowers, candles, mariachis. We're singing Selena songs, and as we're walking by, and it was the day after Thanksgiving, so the Christmas lights are all on the Riverwalk. It's perfect, beautiful. And as we're walking, she looks at it, she goes, oh my gosh, that is so romantic. That is so beautiful. I said, well, let's walk back a little bit, and we can maybe we can get on and take pictures. And she said, no, we can't do that. I said, come on. And I'm pulling her. I said, come on, let's get. And we're about to step onto the boat, and she pulls my arm. Gabriel, get over here. What are you doing? This is somebody else's boat. I said, baby, this isn't somebody else's boat. This is your boat. All of this, it's all planned for you. And right then and there, I get down on one knee. And then I got down on two knees because I was begging, please say yes, please say yes. You better say yes because these mariachis cost me a lot of money. And she said yes. And the very next day, one of the first people I called was my old principal, Dr. Langston Williams. I said, Dr. Williams, you have made a difference in my life. You told me I could go to college. You told me I could make a difference. You told me I could break away from gang violence. And you helped me become an educator. And I just want to say thank you. And I want to let you know that the woman of my dreams also, she said yes. And I want to ask you for a favor. Dr. Williams, will you please, please, please perform the marriage ceremony for me and my wife? And he did. See that wedding picture people have in their homes? I got one like that, but mine has me, my wife, and in the middle is my principal. And so I get to see him every day at my house. And what it's taught me, and I hope you're listening very closely right here, is that mentors will make a difference in a young person's life. And I know kids have the audacity, why are you asking me where I want to go to college and what I want to do in my life? You ain't my mama, you ain't my daddy. And some of you guys want to look at these students and say, thank God. Because if you were, I'll show you what a chancla is right now. But when you have educators that have dedicated their lives to seeing students see the best in their futures. And I know that whether you're a first-time teacher or whether you've been teaching for many years, I want you to understand that education is not just a career, it's a calling. There's sacrifices that so many of our educators make. And I want to say thank you to every educator. And I believe you're an educator whether you're distributing nutrition, whether you're in a library, whether you drive a bus, you're still in a form of education, or maybe you're an assistant to a teacher and helping a child with special needs. You are an educator, and I want to say thank you to everything that you do. I still want to go on talking, but I want to take a mental break for just a second. And if you're watching right now, I actually have 4 $20 Starbucks gift cards that I would like to give to educators because I want to thank educators who made a difference in my life. And so I actually have names that I drew. Hold up, that's my mask. And again, if you're watching and you want to know more about my working, you can find me on Instagram at official Gabe Salazar or at my website at gabesalazar.com. But here, I'm going to say a name and then we will give these out to some teachers. And then I want to talk about some more stuff. I want to talk about the 5 major influences on a student's life that helps them graduate and go to college. So the first one is going to Alfonso Ramirez Jr. Congratulations, Alfonso. I'm going to place this right over here, and this will be given to you. All right. The second name, so we want to make sure that you're watching right now, and we hope that you guys are having a great time with all of our presentation this morning. Okay. The next one, are you watching? Are you watching? Okay. Petra Roman. Petra Roman. There we go. This is also a $20 Starbucks gift card for you. So congratulations. Wow, I can hear you yelling from here. Calm down. That was incredible. Wow, loud voice. All right. That's my form of trying to engage. All right, the next one. All right. We have, and I think this is a first-year teacher. So congratulations and welcome being a first-year teacher. Evelyn Lopez. Evelyn Lopez, also a $20 Starbucks gift card for you. Here you go. Right there. And then last but not least, here's another teacher receiving a $20 Starbucks gift card, and that is Adrian Canales. Adrian Canales, congratulations. This is also a $20 Starbucks gift card for you. And we hope that you are watching right now, engaging and having a good time. We want you to be excited about this school year. And I understand that there are some different perspectives that we're having to look at this year, but I want to tell you it does not mean that we can't have a successful school year. And I want to say thank you, whether you're a first-year teacher, whether this is you're coming close to your time of retirement, and all of the other areas of being here in the school district. Thank you so much for everything that you do for our students, for always keeping their futures in mind. So thank you for all the sacrifices that you guys made. Thank you to educators who education is looking different nowadays. You know, now we're having to do more virtual stuff, and you've had to really stretch yourself and learning and become Zoom perfectionist. And is that the platform that mostly we, huh?
Google Meet.
Google Meet. So that's another platform, and I know that there's so many different spaces that you guys are having to educate yourself in. Thank you so much for your patience in that. Now, I want to talk about the 5 major influences on a child's life. There was a study done by Dr. Barry McKetting at University of Texas Health Science Center that looked at what the 5 major influences as to why a Latino graduating high graduates from high school, go to college, and finishes college. And I think it actually, a lot of these resonate to many other cultures, but I wanted to share these as to why I like this study and why I think it really relates to so many of our students and what they face. Now, when we look at the 5 major influences on a child's life, it has been said, of course, that the major influence on a child's life are what? What would you say it is? Now, a lot of people would say parents, a lot of people would say teachers. I'm going to go over the 5 major influences. And number 1, the first influence on a child's life is number 1. Well, I'll just list them, and then I'll go in order. Well, it's mentors, it's friends, it's groups, it's parents, and then it's mentors and leaders. So I'll go over the number 1 on the list, and I usually it's kind of works different because I have an audience I'll engage with when I'm teaching this. But the number 1 most influential space in a child's life is actually their peer groups. Because when we say that a child spends time with groups of 5 to 10 more than 5 hours a week or more, it's interesting what happens on the influences. A lot of kids will message me, Gabe, you need to come speak at my school because everybody's doing drugs, or everybody's doing this, or everybody's dropping out, or everybody is not doing. Statistically, more kids are staying away from drugs. Statistically, more kids are graduating from high school and going to college and pursuing dreams. But when all they're spending time with are those few kids that everything is being influenced on, that's the perspective, that lends to tell us a lot about what things like top motivational speakers talk about, like to be a millionaire, you got to hang around millionaires. So in other words, the people that you spend time with are going to be a major influence on your life. So when our kids are spending time with so many people that are thinking negative or thinking positive, success is a lot about who you hang around with. Another major influence are peers. Meaning peers like best friends, cousin, primos, and a lot of kids will make decisions based on what this other person, we know twins are best friends, and they can't make a decision without somebody telling them what decision to make. What movie do you want to see? I don't know. What movie do you want to see? Do you like him? I don't know. Do you like him? Do you like her? I don't know. Do you like her? Can you make a decision by yourself? And they can't. Every decision has to be affirmed by that one person in their life. Another one is self-influence kids. Do you know that there's kids that are just self-influenced, and we like to pretend like these kids don't exist in America, but they do. There's kids that, like, I don't understand why, but they definitely do retain information a lot easier. They find studying enjoying by themselves. And these are the kids that graduate valedictorian, and their parents are like, I don't know how she graduated valedictorian, pero it must have come from my side, pero she skip a generation. I'm just kidding. But there's these kids that are self-influenced. They're driven to succeed and to advance. Third, I said our peer groups. Then it's mentors. And these are mentors, leaders, teachers, all these people who spend time with kids. Now, there's kids that will, when we say mentors and teachers, counselors, some of you guys spend time, a lot of time with these students, and you could be a mentor. But there's also mentors that kids really don't spend a lot of time with, but they look at somebody and say, if he could do it or she could do it, then I certainly could do it in my life as well. And lastly, it's parents. Parents are a major influence on a child's life and education. Now, a lot of people would say, well, Gabe, shouldn't a parent be a number one influence on a child's life? Yes. But unfortunately so, the dynamics of a household are so different today in America in 2020. We have moms and dads that work multiple careers, working hard to put food on the table and provide for a home. It doesn't mean that they're bad parents because they're not present. It just means that there's different obstacles that they're facing. And even in that perspective, many people wonder, why is it that students gravitate to seeing role models and teachers and counselors, even as mothers and father figures in their lives? It's because that, yes, a peer group may be a number one influence on a child's life, but it doesn't mean that you can't be the biggest influence. So when I say it's a calling, I congratulate so many teachers who are going above and beyond, making a difference in young people's lives. I sincerely believe that, but there's obstacles that our kids face today in America. There's challenges that look so different than they looked 10 years, 20 years before. And I want to take a pause and actually talk about a subject that is a very near and dear topic, and that is emotional health. And I also want to talk about bullying in regards to what David's law is here in the state of Texas. I believe every educator should know this. Now, when I speak to PTAs or PTOs in America, I always tell parents that the job of prevention for bullying, first and foremost, does not lie with the school. It lies within the home. Because I believe parents need to know the district's policies. And because parents will say, well, my daughter's getting bullied. I say, well, what are your school policies? I don't know. Well, how can you not know if that's your child's school? So I want to talk about the five different forms of bullying very quickly. I want to talk about how that relates to teachers and education and how we can create an atmosphere of peace, of what we call conflict resolution within a school, and how that can help further education. Now, several years ago, I was contacted by a lady named Maureen Molak. This is now about 4 years ago. She called me. I just moved back to Texas, and she said, Mr. Salazar, my husband and I would like to have lunch with you. I said, absolutely, let's meet. We met at a restaurant in San Antonio, Texas, and immediately I can tell something was wrong. She was very sad. Her husband was very remorseful the whole time speaking, and they began to tell their story about how 3 months before we met, that their son David had lost his life to cyberbullying. He's a student at Alamo Heights High School in San Antonio, Texas. And as a freshman, he had found a new girlfriend, but his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend and his friends ganged up on him on social media because they were jealous of him being the new boyfriend. We talk about gangs. I think people can also be gangs on social media. They ganged up on David Molak, and they told him horrible things. You're ugly, you're this, you're that. And they said that you look like a monkey, and if you look like a monkey, you should be hanging from a tree. You should kill yourself. Over 300 comments were told, you're ugly, you should kill yourself, you should end your life. And this is in the form of what we call suicide baiting now in the state of Texas. Now, David, who had already been struggling with low self-esteem and depression, spiraled into such a dark place that the note was found in her house, and they began searching for him, and he was actually in the backyard the whole time. Very sad story. She came to me, she said, Gabe, I want you to go to as many schools as you can, and I want you to tell my son's story. While I was speaking, I actually even went to Alamo Heights High School, and I told the story of David in the same school that he was registered at when he died. And there were kids in the back that were laughing and laughing and laughing. It was so sad. There were other kids that came to me. And then the outside on the streets were news cameras. And little did I know, we were right there at the beginning of what we call now David's Law. It's a crime now to bully somebody in the school system or out. And let me share with you the 5 different forms of bullying. It's physical, verbal, emotional, exclusion, and now there's cyber. Physical is the easiest to identify. More common with guys when they're walking down the hallway and guys bump shoulders and another guy bumps his shoulder. What's up, fool? And they start walking around each other doing the charanga and the cumbia, and they're like, everybody starts ganging around them, and then there's a crowd and people start instigating. Hit him! He said your feet smell like tamales, and your mom's tamales smell like feet. Hit him! And they start now. This is it no longer becomes justified or an altercation. It becomes a show. Because 9 times out of 10, can I tell you, these two guys do not want to fight. In fact, if we could magically make the whole crowd disappear, do you really think these guys would fight? No. They might say something, but because their cameras are out, they feel like they cannot walk away. And what's interesting is guys can actually fight, break blood and everything, missing tooth, and be best friends right after the fight. I've seen kids in alternative school. What are you here for? Fighting with my homeboy? And because guys fight for fun. When you stayed at your primo's house, what did you do when you were a kid? You fight, right? You're on the trampoline. You're the mattress on the floor. You can't see me. Fight. And your mom shows up. She picks you up. You got a black eye, a missing tooth. You're like, Mom, that was epic, right? But you know who can't fight and be best friends right after the fight? Okay, legally I can't say this. You have to tell me right here. You know. Girls, because when girls fight, they fight for life. I like to say you get in a fight with a guy, he's going to send you to the hospital. You get in a fight with a girl, she's going to send you to therapy. I don't know which one's worse, because guys may be strong, but girls, listen to me here, are powerful. Girls are so powerful. Emotional bullying, girls don't even have to touch to bully. Girls don't even have to speak Girls don't have to say a word. Girls will just look at somebody and destroy somebody just with a look. And another lady teacher will spot and be like, young lady, come here. I saw what you did. Please apologize. What I do, miss, all I did was open my eyes. And you know what you did. It was so quick and sneaky and subtle, like a silent fart that you don't want to take credit for. But we know something went down in the atmosphere in this place. Emotional bullying. I knew a girl in San Pedro, California. And that's what they call it. Don't laugh at me. That's what they call it, San Pedro, California. And I was speaking to all the 8th graders, and then the buses were in the parking lot, and we were all going to Disneyland, the happiest place on earth for the 8th grade field trip. So I was speaking from 9 to like 9:30, get on the bus, and we're all going to Disneyland. I get up on stage, and I'm talking and speaking. We dismiss, we go out there, and this girl was yelling at a teacher. You ever seen a student, at that matter, yell at a teacher so disrespectful? I mean, they wouldn't talk to their mom, dad, or grandma that way, but she was yelling at this teacher, and she was saying this, I don't want to go because I hate her guts, and she makes me sick, and every time I see her, I want to throw up, and I don't want to be in her small group because she makes me sick. And I'm the inspirational speaker, so I walk up there, hey, what's going on? What's wrong right now? We're going to the happiest place on earth. We should be happy. And she looks at me, she goes, I don't want to be in her small group. I hate her guts, and she makes me sick, and every time I see her, I want to throw up. And she's telling me the same, telling me over and over. And I waited, I said, okay, are you done? Are you finished? Can I talk now? Okay, great. I looked her dead in the eye, and I convinced her to go when I said this. I said, if you hate her so much, then why do you keep talking about her? If you say hate her so much, why do you keep thinking about her, spreading rumors and gossip? That's called giving emotional real estate for them to live in your mind and your heart. When we say guys are strong, girls are powerful, it's really true for both. But our students will never understand the maximum potential of their power until they understand the power of self-control. Who's the most powerful person that you can control? It's yourself. Another form of bullying is verbal bullying. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a lie. Words hurt to the soul and to the core of individuals when they're told they're not good enough, or when they're told they're ugly or they're no good. I do an activity nowadays called the fact and opinion game. And I mean, when I do this game, it's a critical thinking activity and exercise that I used to use in the classroom that now I use in big audiences. And I mean, it breaks the shell. When I do this thing, it breaks the shell of students. And I'm gonna do this here in this room right now very quickly. And I'm gonna use you as an example of a student, if I could, this is a critical thinking exercise that any of our teachers can use to help understand the power of positive words and speaking to our students. Now, I forget your first name again, ma'am? Helen. Let's pretend you are an 8th grader, and let's pretend, I'm going to say stereotypically, Helen, a lot of our 8th grade girls would have some struggle with self-esteem, and it's pretty normal at that time of puberty and trying to find their place. So let's just imagine you are, if you can even think about an 8th grade student girl that you know about and kind of just model that for a second. Helen, nice to meet you. You just identified to me that you need encouragement, right? So Helen, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Do you know what a fact is?
Do I know what?
A fact?
What that is?
What a fact?
Oh, yes.
What a fact is. Do you know what an opinion is?
Yes.
Okay. Fact or opinion, we are in an auditorium.
That's a fact.
Fact or opinion, it's hot in here.
That could be an opinion.
Fact or opinion, we are in Texas.
That's a fact.
It's the best state in the nation.
Opinion.
Fact or opinion, the Cowboys will win the Super Bowl this year.
Opinion.
Fact or opinion, Whataburger is better than In-N-Out.
Opinion.
Fact or opinion, you are beautiful.
Opinion.
Fact or opinion, you have great value in this world.
Opinion.
Fact or opinion, you have an incredible future.
Opinion.
Fact or opinion, you are loved by many, many people.
Fact.
See, I really appreciate you saying opinion for all of those, because every time I've done this with a student, they say opinion, and because they're in front of their peers and they're being very, very genuine and honest. I do this with large groups. I mean, I win trust with kids so quickly that they're willing to do this. And I have kids just cry. And I say, no, stop. This is good. Because students, I want us all to do it together. And I don't pretend like she's not there. She's still there. No, stand with me, Helen. It's okay. And fact or opinion, we are in Texas. Best state in the nation. And our students see it. Fact or opinion, Whataburger's better than In-N-Out. Fact or opinion, Cowboys. Fact or opinion, Helen is beautiful. And the whole audience, fact. Fact or opinion, she's loved by many people. Fact. Fact or opinion, she has an incredible future. Fact. See, words have power. And every time I'll have that same kid walk right up to me and said, Gabe, nobody's ever been able to prove to me that I'm valuable. Our students do have value. Our students are significant. But when they hear it so much from other people, they need to be affirmed by leaders and significant mentors to share that. And thank you so much for Helen for sharing that. I hope you enjoyed that. Another form of bullying is exclusion. Now, exclusion bullying is very common with individuals with special needs, language barriers, cultural differences. And when we talk about exclusion bullying, it's also common with individuals with special needs. And let's say, for example, at your school, if I was a student at your school and I want to come and play soccer in the soccer field and I walk out and you guys are playing soccer, but I don't speak like everybody else does. I speak using my hands. What's that called? Sign language. And so my interpreter tells you, hey, I want to play soccer. And you say, oh, sorry. Oh, by the way, there's three. When we talk about exclusion bullying, bullying has 3 steps. This is in line with David's law. We say, first it's rude, then it's mean, then it's bullying. We say bullying has pattern-like behavior, and we always document this so that we have something to look back on to have documentation. And then I affirm with students, even if somebody's mean, rude, or bully, is there also a space for forgiveness? Yes, this is what we call conflict resolution, right? So as some kids will say, no, they're mean to me, they're a bully, they can't. No, this is what we call conflict. So we also want to affirm that sometimes kids have bad days. And sometimes kids can do all 3 in one instance because they're just having a bad day. We want to give them space for reconciliation. So I think that's very important for us to understand that. But for example, if I were coming out to play soccer with you and my interpreter said, hey, he wants to play soccer, and you say, oh, sorry, we've already been playing for a long time. What's that called? That's called rude, right? Because I'm the new kid, and inclusion would have been like, wow, that's a great moment to win a new kid and make them feel welcome, but that's not what happened. And the second day, my interpreter says, hey, he wants to come and play soccer with you guys, and he even brought his own soccer ball. And you say, oh, no, sorry, we've already been playing for a long time. We're about to finish already. What's that called now? It's called mean. Isn't it weird how people can be mean even with a smile, and they say, sorry. They're like, man, why is everybody smiling right now? I feel like junk, right? And the third day I come and you say again, no. What's that called now? Bullying, because bullying has pattern-like behavior. And I believe every class, and I'm probably stepping in over boundaries here, but I believe every class should even have a time to discuss a wonderful movie that came out recently with Julia Roberts called Wonder. It's an incredible story of a kid who experienced exclusion, but was able to receive inclusion through the power of love and mentors and friends. It's a powerful, really great movie. And until it's you, your brother, your sister, or even your child who feels excluded because of any reason, you'll never understand the levity, the weight that occurs on a child on their way to school on the bus to feel like, I don't want to go to school. We have hundreds of thousands of kids that do not want to go to school because they're afraid of what is being said to them. Let us always be a space that is including kids and making kids feel welcome. Champion kids. Let's never put down kids, but let's always be the ones who lift them up and affirm their greatness. And the last one is cyberbullying. And our kids I've been at schools, elementary schools, where kids have like iPhone X's. These are $1,000 phones. They have phones that cost more than my first car in high school. I mean, my gosh, when you look at all of their different phones, iPhones and Samsungs, and then we say flip phones, and there's always one kid that claps because their mom got them a flip phone. And I say, when your mom bought you that flip phone, that is not cyber bully. You didn't get cyber bullied by your mom or by your dad. But last year in America, in 2019, we had almost 5,000 teenage suicides, almost 5,000, half of which were directly associated to a form of cyber bullying. Do you know today that if you are caught bullying somebody online, you could be charged with a crime where you will have a $1,000 fine or 1 month in jail and if it's continued, it can be a $5,000 fine and close to 5 months in prison. Or if you are caught what we call suicide baiting, encouraging another child to hurt or harm themselves online or take their life, it can also be charged almost as if you had committed a murder. We want students to realize that there is a great responsibility. Now kids will tell you, well, to have my phone, you can't take away my phone because it's a right. what's also a great big responsibility. Because when we look at these, I asked Mrs. Molak, David's mom, when you hear about David's Law, I asked Mrs. Molak, I said, what do you want me to tell them? She said, I want you to tell them that when they look at these screens, they're not just looking at a screen, they're looking at souls. When they say these words, and our students need to understand when they're told they're ugly, they're no good, they're worthless, and we can affirm with them again through that critical thinking exercise, is that a fact or is it an opinion? You know, what they're saying about you, is that a fact? And start developing self-worth within yourself. And I believe, and I know that it's a problem in America, and it's even a problem that goes into our classrooms and affects our learning environment, but I believe it can be solved when our students begin to learn the power of kindness. I believe it's very important. I was very honored a few years ago. I got to go to and present this same teaching to the students at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas in Florida. And I really believe that even here in Roma, kindness can make a difference in our educational environment. I want to go through really quickly, and I want to wrap up with the marks of a great teacher. It's an honor and it's a privilege to be an educator and be a teacher. But there's a few things I really would like to share with you. If there's 5 things that you walk away with today saying, man, Gabe, how can I be a better educator? How can I be a better teacher? Now this goes in play for maybe you're a first-year teacher, or maybe you work in an environment where you're a physical ed teacher, or even coming towards your end of school and you're feeling like, man, so much is changing. It's not like when I started teaching many years ago. Well, here's some things I want to share with you very quickly. There's 5 marks there's many, many great things and attributes that make a great teacher, but if there's just a few that I can point out today, it's number 1, great teachers teach by the example of their own life. Great teachers teach through the example of their life. They live the example that education changes lives. Now, you may not identify with all of your kids. I know that there's teachers that say, Gabe, I don't look like my kids, or I didn't live in the same streets or backgrounds as my kids, or I don't know what exactly that they're going through. I believe that there's something significant and powerful in education that transcends that allows students to come to an equal playing field in our world market. Education is a key that unlocks so much potential in these students' lives, but you've got to live it. Now, maybe you're a science teacher, and how do I live science? When you teach it, I always tell educators, there's educators that tell me, Gabe, I really struggle in the classroom because the classroom's not bringing me any joy anymore. Well, listen, the classroom is not supposed to bring you joy. You're supposed to bring joy to the environment. You are supposed to bring meaning to the atmosphere. And I really believe that when you come with joy, when you come to your classroom and you're already listening to hype music, and I love these videos where teachers and educators have their own hand claps with their kids. Now that might be hard to do, but maybe you develop like an air hand clap, or maybe there's a sign or signal that you can do. There's a study that's showed by Harvard that, do you know that a student will perform 3 to 5 points higher on their grades if they feel welcomed and wanted the moment they walk through that threshold of the classroom? There's something powerful about that threshold. When they walk in, they will perform for you when you're living that example of education in your own life. Teachers, bring joy to teaching. Tell stories. Number 2, bring joy to teaching. Tell stories and make the principles and the concepts come to life. I had a teacher in high school named Mr. Knight. I took Western literature, and I never heard of Louis L'Amour before in my life, but Mr. Knight had, the thickest glasses. He was so lame and mundane and boring outside of that classroom. But in his classroom, he would help us in our reading. He'd put on a cowboy hat, he'd put on chaps, and he turned into a cowboy. And he would read Louis L'Amour to us, and he'd say, okay, I finished my reading, now I want a silent time, and you guys are going to read, and we're going to go over our quiz. And he made it come to life. And he brought teaching, and he made those hard concepts simple. And we can do that through our teaching. Think about yourself when you were a child. How did you learn? Number 3, great teachers stay focused and they stay on track. They give a concept, they demonstrate it, and they're prepared for their students. Listen, your students know when you are prepared. They know when you come ready to bring something or when you don't have your material ready. Be prepared. Make those concepts ready and available for your students, and stay focused. I know teachers that they love to, and I'm going to say this very respectfully, but I'm going to say this from my probably more college environment, but they became self-indulged in hearing themselves speak. But I believe, and people ask me this, Gabe, you're a great communicator, you're a great speaker, give me a technique, give me a tip. I say a great speaker is a great listener. And they're not listening to what they're not saying, they're listening to what they really want to say. You're listening to your classroom, listening to what they want to say. Kids will ask me a question, like at the end of my speeches in schools, they'll say, a kid will stand up and say, Gabe, what did you want to be when you were in high school? So by hearing a kid say, what did you want to be when you were in high school? I'm really hearing a kid say, Gabe, can you tell me what possibilities there are for me? And then I'll turn it back around. I'll say, you know what, when I was in high school, I really didn't know. But what if you had a full ride scholarship to do anything, what would you want to be and where would you want to go right now? That's great. What is your name? Okay, you said you want to be a doctor. Dr. what? Sanchez? Okay, I'm going to write Dr. Sanchez on the wall, and I'm going to write down. And so you begin to make these things come to life. So what I did was I was listening rather than, what I wanted to be, and go on talking about me, but it's about them. So don't become self-indulged in that. Stay on track. Number 4, great teachers make concepts simple. Repeat the concepts. Be patient until the light bulb goes off. And for me, I was in special education throughout my whole education in elementary, middle school, and high school. Remember I told you I was homeless and we moved from school to school to school, and I remember my personality would fool teachers. And they'd be like, Gabe got the concepts. He's just being lazy. But because we moved and they were like, we just went over fractions and now we're moving on from fractions in that chapter. And I'd be like, I didn't get the concept. And I was left behind. And so I really struggled. And it wasn't until teachers took the time to spend time with me until the light bulb went off and they made those concepts simple for me. And they took time. Listen, all your students they all learn differently. And let's not leave those children behind that struggle with gaining concepts. And here's the last one. This one's probably the most important. Great teachers know the difference between friendly and friends. Let me say that again. Great teachers know the difference between friendly and friends. And that means that teachers know their boundaries. And they know that every teacher cannot be a savior for every kid. And I say that, and I just talked about being a mentor and how my principal even did the marriage ceremony, but he also knew his boundaries. And I want to encourage you today as educators. Here's a few things that can get you in trouble. Listen, do not be on a first name basis with your students. A lot of teachers, well, I'm cool. I'm not Mr. Sanchez. I'm Mr. Frank. Just call me Mr. Frank. I encourage, that's a boundary that I really think that they need to respect our educators and go by your last name. I think it's also important that that you not be friends on social media with your students, and try to keep everything as professional as possible. I know we're going all virtual now, but on the students' own personal social media pages, stay very, be careful of direct messaging them and private messages. That's a very dangerous space. Also want to encourage you, stay away from after school time with your students. It's very dangerous. 3 reasons why teachers cross boundaries. Number 1, immaturity. There's teachers that are immature. And they try to, I'm friends with the kids. And listen, if you're immature, stay out of their personal business. You know, they don't need you involved in their dating life. They don't need you involved in their shopping life, and on and on. There's some educators that are immature. And I'm sorry if your high school or junior high life wasn't as popular. Let your students be students, and let's not cross those boundaries. You doing so will help you become a better educator. Other educators cross boundaries because of neediness. They become needy to being involved in these kids' lives. And I think it's very important for us to maybe identify that. Am I being needy by wanting to be involved in their personal life? No, I need to step back and stay away from that. That's okay. And the last one, and this is the worst one, Some teachers don't know boundaries because of a predatory nature. It's unfortunate that I'll share a few stories that were very dangerous. I knew a teacher that got in trouble because this teacher saw an issue with a child that needed clothes. So this child said, hey, I'm going to go and buy some clothes for this child. But it looked very bad in the newspapers when it said teacher bought panties and undergarments for this child and spent a couple of $100 worth of dollars on this child. Now that alone looks very, very bad. We want you to be careful of that. Another teacher I knew of, it was a PE teacher, paid for braces for another child and spent close to $5,000, my gosh, on that child. And obviously they were reprimanded because they should never have to do that. Listen, there are programs to help our children, and there are boundaries that we should not cross. And I believe everybody watching today, I said it earlier, it's not a career, it's a calling. You've been called to help and make a difference in the life of a child. And I'm so honored to have a chance to share my story today. Listen, you can listen to a lot of my podcasts on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, RSS feed under Gabe Salazar, Born on Accident, Living with Purpose. You can find my book on audiobook through Gal Publishing, and you can find me on Instagram at official Gabe Salazar. And I do follow back, and I would love to hear back from you guys. Listen, I know there are some challenges this year, but I know it's going to be a wonderful year. And also, when we encourage one another as educators, and we stand shoulder to shoulder and help these students succeed this year. Roma ISD, I want to say thank you to all the faculty and staff. Thank you to all the leadership. You have been tremendous today. Thank you for allowing me to share my heart, my story with you today. God bless you, and have a wonderful school year.